Hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to The Done Creative. For today's pick a card reading, we will be asking, what does my higher self want me to know? And if you don't know what a higher self is, it's basically your soul or that spark of the divine that is within you that continues to live even after what we perceive to be death. And today I'm asking the question, what other pick-a-cards would you like to see from me that maybe you haven't seen from me, or one that I've done that you enjoyed that you'd like to see another one of? Just drop me a comment below letting me know. And on that note, I'd also like to thank everyone who has liked, commented, shared, and subscribed lately here since my last video. I really truly do appreciate it, and the comments have really started to pick up, so I really love reading what you guys have to say and your input. It just really means a lot to me and lets me know what it is you guys are looking for when you come to my channel. So the best way to get what you want and what you're looking for when you come here is to let me know and let others know what you're looking for so we can get a conversation started down in the comments. So without further ado, if you're new to pick-a-card readings, I ask that you just try to focus your energy in, center yourself with a couple of deep breaths and pick the one that your gut or intuition is calling you toward and not the one that your eyes keeps going to. So this will be pile number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4, and I will give you a minute to decide. Okay, pile number 1, this is the message that your higher self wants you to know. I hope the glare isn't too bad. That helps with the glare. Okay. All right. So it looks like a lot of you have been or are codependent, people-pleasing people who are always saying yes to things when maybe you should be saying no because it kind of interferes with something that is in your better interest. Or maybe you just say yes to everybody and then that's a no for yourself and the things that you want to do. So the first message I'm picking up is that you really need to learn where those boundaries are and stick to them, especially coming up, because it looks like you guys just really have been stressed out. And with this angel therapy card, give your cares and worries to the angels and allow us to take your burdens. And I say this in a lot of readings, but we won't get help unless we ask for it. So even if you say quickly in your head, angels, I need some help, just help me out on this relationship or this situation, or I really want to get a new job, help me find a new job, anything that it is that's worrying you, even just a little, just ask for help. And then it's really funny because you have the Fiona card that says, now that you've asked the angels for help, be open to receiving divine guidance and assistance. You deserve heaven's help. And I always say, don't block your blessings, because the angels, God, the universe, however you want to look at it, work through our environment and our relationships and just people in general. So they may inspire somebody in your life to help you with some of your burdens. And a lot of us are just too proud to accept that help. So we're like, oh, no, I can do it. I got it. Don't block your blessings. Spirit sent someone to help, and you need to accept their help. And it looks like a couple of you have been either wanting a relationship, a romantic relationship, or maybe the relationship you're in is lacking in the romance department. And it looks like the angels are helping you and your higher self is helping you to be more romantic, or having your partner be more romantic. And that would really be fun if you paired that romance with a vacation. We get so busy in life that we don't take time out enough. And if you can take a vacation to spend time with those who mean the most to you, a significant other, your children, your parents, whoever, take the time to really spend time without a screen, without a to-do list. Just have fun. Even if you're planning things on a vacation, just don't make it so set to a schedule that it's almost a stressor for you. Just allow yourself to let loose and have some fun. And then that romance will be very organic from that place of fun. And then you have the yes card. So your intuition is correct. Take action accordingly. So I think a few of you, if not most of you, have something you're thinking about doing or trying out, and you just haven't bit the bullet yet and done it. This is saying go for it. Your intuition won't steer you wrong in the things that are meant for you. So whatever this is, go for it. And I'm trying to keep this video short and sweet, so I think that's about it for this one. So thank you so much, group number 1, and I hope you enjoyed your message from your higher self. Okay, group number 2. What is it that your higher self wants you to know? And you guys got an extra card. I always try to make these look good, but I usually fail miserably. All right, that should be good. Okay, let's see what we have here. It looks like you guys have been really emotional lately, or just having a lot of things come up that trigger things within you that need healing. And a lot of times when that happens, we can be so overwhelmed with our own emotions that other people's emotions affect us, or we just don't have enough room to allow for other people's emotions. So we maybe start to close off a little bit. And with the compassion card, it would be good if you could soften your heart a little bit with respect to whatever the situation is and all the people involved, including yourself, because a lot of times we'll have compassion and empathy for others, but we're just our worst enemies. We don't allow ourselves to make mistakes or fail in some way. We hold it so against ourselves, and then that burden of feeling like a failure will really start to build up. And you do have the financial flow card, so I do think a lot of you have been worried about money, or things involving money have been so stressful that it's causing these emotional burdens to weigh on you. And with the financial flow card, things are going to start turning around and looking really good. You may get that new job, or find this untapped source of income that you couldn't see before that's going to start helping you make more money. Some of you are in an unhealthy situation. It could be relationship, job, friendship, so whatever this means to you, you are in an unhealthy situation. So it's time to leave the unhealthy situation. And if it's a relationship that you're just having some ups and downs in, I'm not saying, oh, go get a divorce or leave this person, nothing like that. But whatever the dynamic is that isn't working is what you should be leaving behind. Maybe not the person, though in a few cases I do see that it could very well be that you do need to leave a person behind because they are toxic or narcissistic or something that just isn't for your highest good. And then, with Archangel Michael here, I'm giving you the courage to make life changes that will help you with your work on your divine life purpose. There may be some big changes coming up for you guys, and it may be hard, it may be stressful, and it may be really exciting at the same time. Because sometimes when we have these really exciting things going on, it can also be stressful, just like the things that are hard. So don't worry about being supported and having help, because you have that help behind the scenes that you can't really see. And whatever this is, dream big. Let go of those small thoughts about yourself and just see yourself in that place of success, because whatever this is that you guys have been dealing with and then want to move on from, you can replace it with something that is really going to serve you. And with the clairvoyance card, it says, I'm helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. And that pairs beautifully with that compassion card. It's like you guys are kind of coming into a new understanding of who you are, what you want to do in the world, especially with that divine life purpose. A lot of you are discovering all of a sudden like a spiritual awakening, almost like, oh my gosh, I could do this thing and it could help so many people or change my life or my lives of my loved ones, the lives of my loved ones, excuse me. And it's a really exciting idea. But a lot of times when we do get those big exciting ideas, we say, oh, that would be great, but, whatever the but is, we all like big butts and we cannot lie, but there I go, but no, don't play small. You dream big, because this is something that is tying in with your life purpose. Even if it's bringing up a lot of emotions to get to that place of feeling like you're being an accomplished individual or whatever, whatever that means to you, you're supported and you guys have this. And just use that intuition and clairvoyance and open your hearts, because with an open heart, we can receive way more than we do if we close ourselves off and push everybody away. So do all that, get in that financial flow, leave unhealthy situations, and it looks like you guys have some beautiful big things on the horizon as a message from your higher self. So thank you so much, and I hope you come back to the Den Creative. Bye! Okay, group number 3, let's see what your message is from your higher self. And you guys also got an extra card. Okay, I hope we can see all that. Okay, so right off the bat, what's really calling to me is a lot of you are dimming your light or just not being fully authentic to who you are in an area of your life. It's time now to really just start shining and blossoming and getting in touch with what it is you want and who you are and what you want to do with your life. And there is a major life change coming up for you that brings great blessings, and I think that's a good change. It's not some scary thing that's going to happen. It's something really beautiful, or something that maybe at first seems like, oh, I don't know, I don't see myself working that kind of job, but it's the perfect job for you, it turns out. That's just an example, but whatever this change is that's coming is something that is going to bring you so many blessings. And it looks like a lot of you are burning yourselves out with work or just not giving yourself enough self-care. So it says here, when you take excellent care of yourself, everybody benefits. Give yourself a relaxing treat today, such as a massage, sea salt bath, or pedicure. I think we all could use this advice to just really put the time into self-care and filling your cup first, because we can't pour from that empty cup. And then a lot of people are going to be coming to you because you guys are natural counselors, and people come to you for guidance, or they come up to you and tell you their life story, even though you may not know them very well or at all in some cases. And when that is the case, you should shield yourself from their energy, because instead of letting that energy just flow through you and out, a lot of us, especially as empaths, which I see most of you, if not all of you guys that chose this group are empaths, sometimes we take on those burdens instead of just letting them flow through us and out to be recycled. Shield yourself from, especially if someone's going through a really hard time. As empaths, we start to identify with that and really put ourselves in those shoes and empathize to the point where we are now feeling those emotions and carrying those burdens. And we don't have to do that. We can be compassionate and empathic without carrying those loads for other people. We can be that shoulder and all of that, but we need to release some of that. And then with the Magic of Nature card, a really great way to, if you have taken on some of that energy from other people, release it. Picture roots growing from your feet down into the earth, and you can just stand on the earth barefooted and allow those beautiful negative ions to take the burdens away. And it's funny because we think, oh, negative ions, I don't want negative. Well, negative ions are good because like electronics and that type of thing give off positive ions, which interfere with our energetic field. And most of us nowadays are just surrounded by positive ions in our homes. We have smart meters on our houses, radiation that we get from our cell phones. You would really benefit from getting out in nature, and I think this is a really big one, especially if you're watching this around the time that I'm posting this in the Northern Hemisphere. It is coming into summer, so getting out there, being safe about it, wear your sunscreen, but the natural stuff, not those commercial ones full of cancer-causing chemicals if you can. get out there and just really enjoy nature. Give your burdens to the universe, and don't think you're hurting anything by offloading your negative energy, because the earth, like I use the example with trees, go hug a tree, because the tree will take that negative energy and make it into something that it can use, or that the earth can use. Just like they give off oxygen that we can breathe, we give off carbon dioxide that they can use to grow and thrive. It's the same thing with our energy, that we just don't want to take on those negative things. Give them to the tree, to the universe, and it will be recycled into something to be used in a different way. And then a lot of you, again, with the dimming your light, you've been setting your sights really low and just not expecting much from yourself, and sometimes even others. So just don't settle, and just really raise the bar on your standards for what it is you expect from yourself and others, because you are capable of way more than you think. And with you dimming your light, once you start shining it, you'll realize how much more capable of things you really are than you think you are. So yeah, I think that's your message from your higher self. What a great message. Yeah, just ground yourself, shield yourself. Don't dim that light. Blessed changes are coming. Enjoy nature and set those sights higher, and make sure to do that self-care. Very important. Beautiful message. I think this is all for you guys. So thank you so much for stopping by. Maybe leave me a comment letting me know what you thought. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all of the things. And I hope to see you back at the Done Creative. Bye. All right, and group number 4. Let's see what your message is from your higher self. You guys also got an extra card. Okay, so group number 4, from your higher self, it looks like you guys have been putting in a lot of work on something that you have a great sense of purpose about. And you may be benefiting from putting yourself out there more and finding more like-minded people with this thing, because this is your life's purpose. And this card doesn't come up that often. So whatever it is you guys are thinking about starting, or have started, or are really excited about, this is part of the reason you incarnated. So this is important. This is serious work. And a lot of times when we find that spark, or just get that passion and drive to, once we finally get that sense of purpose, it's really easy for us to just go full throttle and just pour ourselves completely into it. But with the patience card, just make sure you're not throwing yourself into this so completely that you forget other areas of your life. And it would really benefit you to take the time to learn and study and gather information about the thing that you're going after, and just enjoy being a student of life, because in the future, with this patience card, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So it's okay to use this upcoming time to really sit back and take notes, take stock on the things that you want to accomplish and what you want your life to look like before just diving in and starting things. Because if we don't really have a big game plan, or even a general game plan, a lot of times we can hit a wall and realize, oh, maybe that's not going to work. I should have maybe done this about 10 steps back. So if you can just really take the time to figure out what the game plan is for this big idea or life purpose thing that you have coming. And if this doesn't ring any bells for you, maybe it hasn't happened yet and it's going to be coming up, because this is a message for yourself, from your higher self, on what to do kind of coming up. So yeah, just be on the lookout for that. That could look like something like a spiritual awakening for some of you. And then with the Stand Your Ground card, you may have been feeling, even though you've been putting in a lot of work, you may have been feeling like people aren't listening to you, or the things you want to do just aren't going forward. But you need to stand up for yourself, your ideas, and just stand your ground and be firm on what it is that you expect from yourself and others. And then with chakra clearing, you could just have a lot of other people's energy, your own energy that's just kind of toxified your system. And it would really be good if you could do some grounding meditations, do some violet flame of transmutation meditations to release other people's negative energy that may have attached to you, stuff like that. Take some sea salt baths, get outside and walk barefoot in nature. Just do things that really bring you back to center. And that will clear out all that energy that may be holding you back. And also, when you can find people that are like-minded individuals, it's almost like this spark ignites and creates a wildfire of just beautiful energy. And especially if this is about spirituality or a spiritual path for you, that is super important to have others who have been through a spiritual awakening or are on a spiritual path in some capacity, because they understand. Because our society isn't really set up to understand the spiritual path. They like to label things as woo-woo or whatever, but I'm not really big on labels myself. I don't really like labeling myself or other people because it's just way too limiting. And we are limitless beings. And when we put a label on something, that limits it. Even if it seems like a really glorious label like king or president or something like that, it still has a certain connotation to it. Even if it seems overtly positive, there's still negative connotations that can be applied to things. So yeah, that was a bit of a tangent. I'm sorry about that. But back to this. So like waves of prosperity, there is new abundance and exciting new opportunities that are coming. I did just get the word promotion that popped up in my head. So a couple of you may be up for a promotion or be getting a promotion just out of the blue, and it's just a big surprise. But yeah, for the most part with you guys in this reading, it's discovering that purpose that's in your life. And if you do feel like there's just really no sense of purpose and everything's just so mundane and blah, maybe this is calling out to you to try to find that purpose. And I know we're so busy and there's things going on, but even if you can just say a quick prayer before you go to bed to your guides, angels, God, whoever, just saying, I don't have purpose, but I want purpose. Can you please plant some purpose in my heart? Or, just whatever the words would be that would come to you if you're looking for that sense of passion and purpose, because it's so fun to be alive when we have that spark within us that is just growing and growing by the minute. And then there are other times when we just feel like everything is a chore and a burden and it's so hard, and life isn't so fun to live when it's like that. And I do feel some of you have been working so hard for something that may not even be related to this purpose, but you just maybe have worked so hard on something else lately that you just feel so burned out and passionless, and you just want that sense of joy back in your life. And I do feel like that's coming, but you got to stand your ground to get it. You've got to know your boundaries and you got to hold them firm, because other people and schedules and things like that aren't going to take your feelings or your needs into account a lot of times. So stand your ground, be patient, blessings and prosperity is coming to you, and yeah, just clear that chakra stuff and be patient, and things are looking good for you guys. So I want to keep these readings a little shorter than some of my more recent videos, so I just wanted to say a quick thank you guys for all of your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. And if you haven't already subscribed, why don't you hit that subscribe button, and then you can come back and hopefully find some more guidance from your higher self, God, the angels, and whoever else is on board. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you come back to the Done Creative. Bye!